Welcome to Charleston, where the culture is endless. Hey everyone, I'm here today with my amazing friend, Miss Sharon McGhee, and she's going to tell you a little bit about her role as an HR consultant here in Charleston. I wanted to present her to you because she has a lot of insight on the Charleston job market, what my buyers and sellers can expect as far as moving here. So, Ms. Sharon, tell me a little bit about yourself and your company.
Sure. So I'm Sharon Middleton McGhee, or Sharon McGhee. Most people, they say Sharon McGhee. So I am president and founder of HR Cares RX. I am an HR consultant firm located in North Charleston. And basically what I do is when organizations want to outsource some of their HR services, they can call on me and I can help them with those services. So some things I help with is policies, procedures, employee relations. If you need advice, some HR advice. I also, I'm an executive coach. So if you've got someone in your organization, maybe a high potential or somebody that just needs a little extra help, you can retain me to coach that individual or supervisors or leaders. I also do leadership development training and also strategic planning. So if you need to do some strategic planning, preparing to grow your organization, trying to lay out the plan for the future, then I also can assist you in that aspect as well. And I am also an adjunct professor at the College of Charleston.
Wow, I did not realize that. Well, I'm a College of Charleston alumni, yes. So I'm very happy to hear that.
Go Cougars.
Go Cougars. Okay, so we'll just jump right into some of the questions that people have been asking and things that have been kind of top of mind as we navigate this real estate market here in Charleston. In addition to the real estate market, the job market is also pretty tough to navigate as well.
Really.
So what are your insights as to why Charleston is so unique as far as the job market?
Well, people love Charleston, right? So they love the beach, they love the food, they love the culture. Charleston is kind of an anomaly, I think. For so many years, it was very small and everybody knew everybody. And now it's become this huge mega center, for South Carolina. Everybody would talk about Columbia, right? Mm-hmm. And all the big businesses would move to Columbia, and Columbia had the good jobs and all of that. Well, something is happening in Charleston where, it's got that hometown feel, but it also has it's drawing businesses, and it's not drawing just small businesses. So you've got the Boeings, you've got the Volvos, you've got the Mercedes, you've got Redwood Materials, which is a new company that's coming where they will be building EV batteries.
Wow, that's big.
That's a big project.
Wow.
And Berkeley County got that project. Mm-hmm. So, we talk about Charleston or the Charleston region, which is Charleston, Dorchester County, and Berkeley County. But each county, what we're finding is each county is developing its own personality.
And I've seen that in, when I'm going to show homes and when I have buyers that are interested in any particular area, no one spot is going to match the other. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of similarities, but there's also some major differences between each of them. And do you think that's due to the companies and the jobs that are there?
I think it's due to a lot of things. I think it's due to, again, it being the Charleston region, it's being in South Carolina. I think the availability of land to develop housing, being able to build these manufacturing companies. We've got lots of land to be able to do that. And, of course, some of our folks in Columbia, they give a lot of tax breaks.
Yeah.
To encourage.
That's a plus. That's all benefiting the residents here, which, again, you hear from other areas of the country that's not happening, but it's happening here.
Yes, it is. And then, in addition with bringing those new companies here, there's also demand for housing.
Absolutely.
And
I know.
Right.
As a real estate agent, I see it every day.
Right. And the challenge is there's not enough housing for the people that are coming.
That's true. That's true. That's why you need to call me. So, in addition to that, Miss Sharon, how do you see the job market evolving over the next few years? We know that the bigger businesses are coming here. Do you see them to continue to come here? Do you think there'll be longevity with those companies in the area?
I do. Right now, again, Charleston is very unique in that, we've got manufacturing. The other two areas that we have are the hospitals like Biomed.
Oh, that's big.
And then the other thing we have is the digital corridor downtown. And basically, Charleston has had, I'd say over the last 15 years, an influx of high-tech companies move into Charleston. Mm-hmm. And so Charleston downtown, everybody's heard of the Silicon Valley. We have Silicon.
West Coast.
Mm-hmm. We have the Silicon Harbor.
Wow, that's
and I'm sure there's probably, I remember a few years ago, I think it was like 600 small high-tech companies here in Charleston. I'm sure that number has grown exponentially. Mm-hmm. And again, that's another unique thing about Charleston. These high-tech companies, these owners, they're like, oh, I love Charleston, I love Kiel, I love Sullivan, I love Folly Beach, I want to move my headquarters or I want to have a branch of my business here in Charleston. And so that's the other thing that's happening. And even when they come, it is causing, the housing to kind of spike some.
It is. And we want to attract those people and, show them what Charleston is all about. Mm-hmm. So in addition to that, from your perspective, let's talk a little bit about salaries and what people can expect as far as salary ranges for both the tech jobs and maybe some folks that are here locally, maybe some advice on what they can do to maybe increase their salaries or find the right salary for them.
Right. So, and I believe for like the tech jobs, they could vary from, maybe 60,000 up to maybe 200,000. It just depends on what position you hold, what your education and your experience and your knowledge, what you bring to the table. The other one is the Biomed or the hospitals. We got hospitals everywhere, and they're steadily building more medical facilities.
More medical facilities to help all of the people that are moving here, all the residents. And plus, we have MUSC,
right?
The Medical University of South Carolina. They are the top as far as a lot of innovation and research technology with in the medical field. So that's probably another big draw.
It is, and then MUSC, Trident, and Roper Hospital have all expanded, right? Mm-hmm. And now they have these satellite offices. I know in Berkeley County, they're building a bunch of satellite. Roper's got theirs, MUSC's got theirs, Trident has theirs, and so they need employees, skilled employees. Whether you have administrative experience, you're nurse.
Doctors,
radiologists, anesthesiologists, those types of things. So that is another area of that's growing. But also, one we don't think about a whole lot is the entrepreneurship group, right? The entrepreneurs.
It's both of us.
Both of us, right?
Really?
I came out of corporate America. You came out of corporate America. And so we're starting businesses. And so those numbers have been going up immensely here in South Carolina. I know a lot of minority women. Right now is the fastest growing entrepreneurs in the country.
Right.
I mean, we're starting businesses left and right. And so there's also opportunities for small businesses to connect with these larger companies to be able to do business with these companies. So a lot of these big companies, they move to the area, but they also bring their subs. Okay. You know, companies that supply materials or services or whatever. So
there's
those
a hub of other services and businesses that need to support those larger businesses here in town.
Exactly. And there's also, again, opportunities for small businesses to do that as well.
Right. I've seen that just because, you know, the cost of living is a little bit lower. If you can, you know, start a business and get it going, Charleston's an amazing place to live, and we can make that happen.
Exactly. And the more entrepreneurs, the more they can grow their businesses, the more they can invest in a home. In real estate.
That's what we are hoping for. Definitely. As a real estate agent here in Charleston, my goal is to share the amazing parts of Charleston and encourage people to jump into the homeownership ring, because it helps exponentially in your long-term financial plan.
Exactly. And generating
generational wealth. That's important. So what do you say to the people that have lived here? Like, I was born and raised in Mount Pleasant, left, came back, but there's some folks that have just lived in Charleston and call this home. Maybe they're working or have been working in a career for a long period of time. What can they do to kind of tap into some of these other fields in the area?
Gotcha. So there's lots of, oh my gosh, Charleston has so many resources. If you are working for a company, you know, and maybe you're in a position and you're ready to move to the next level, right? You know, we've all been told growing up, you know, you go to school, you get an education, right? But you don't necessarily have to go to a 4-year college to do that. We have Trident Tech here who is offering amazing courses and certificates and degrees that you can get to help you get in position to move up in your organization. Learning is power. You know, education is power. And like I said, you don't have to go to a 4-year college to be able to make more money. Did you know that in the state of South Carolina, a welder can make $45 to $50 an hour?
I've heard. Thanks for sharing. That's
and then
astounding.
Right. And then students, right, who are in high school, they can join the apprenticeship program, right, through their high school. And so what happens is their last 2 years of high school, they can go to Trident Tech, because Trident will offer, I think it's a relationship between Trident and the Chamber, Charleston Metro Chamber of Commerce. And they provide opportunities for students who are interested in, say, welding or
aerospace science. That's another big one with Boeing being here.
Right. And so they can get that 2-year degree, right? So they graduate from high school, so they got a high school diploma, and then they got a 2-year degree from Trident, and then possibly, and I think there's been many students who have actually gotten jobs right out of high school.
It's amazing.
And they've been able to make enough to possibly own their first home.
And that is the goal. Home ownership really secures your future, especially if you can get started really early like that. Really early. Well, thank you, Ms. Sharon. I appreciate all this information. You are just a gem and a wealth of knowledge. How can people find you if they want to learn more or get in touch with you to maybe utilize your services?
Sure. So my website is www.hrcaresrx, because HR really does care.
That's right.
Even though we get a bad rap, but we really do care.
We need our HR folks. We need. I needed you today, so I'm grateful. Well, again, thank you all for watching. We'll have another episode real soon. And thanks again, Miss Sharon.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.